Hello there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Revita. This is the official first episode of the Beasts and Bees update here on the channel. This is the first major Revita update to come to the game since its launch. There's obviously been some patches here and there for bug fixes, but this is new content and a lot of new content and a lot more fixes. There's a ton to unpack in this update, so I figured we'd go over the patch notes before we hop in and see with our own very eyes the new content in the game. So let's look here. We got one new branching path in the game. Where could it lead? I don't freaking know, dude. And this is mind-blowing to me that a small patch, like this isn't even, a new area, right? I didn't expect this at all in the patch. I was expecting, some of the more quality of life fixes. This is some major new content. I'm really excited to see what this new branching path is. 2 new NPCs, one of which was kind of teased on Twitter, but we don't know who the guy is, so hopefully we'll find him. 18 new relics. Dude, this is kind of nuts, okay? This is kind of nuts. Let's just unpack for a second. When you think about, take like an Isaac DLC, for example, right? Isaac DLCs add on average, not, including repentance, like 80 items or so. This is a fourth of that in just a random free update to the game. That's insane. That's actually insane. 18 new relics is crazy. I'm excited to see some of those. 1 new celestial weapon. That also excites me because I feel like that pool of items is a little low. New achievements, new hats. I clicked off for a second. New hats, those are both interesting. New blueprints, that makes me very excited. Hopefully some of them are gameplay related. But I've been running out of things to dump my points into. Frogs, I got nothing, right? It feels like there's a lot to unpack there. Secrets, very excited. We'll go check the tree and see if there's some new stuff to see at the tree. And more, ... Who knows what and more includes. They also now have the early access roadmap up in the game for you to see. So you'll see that the next major update will be a new area and new gameplay mechanics. So really excited for this. This update took about 5 weeks. I'm going to expect that the next one is going to take much longer than 5 weeks. So I would imagine sometime, in the summer, we're going to end up seeing, mid to late summer, we'll see the next update, but I can't speak to that at all. You can always join the Discord and follow them on Twitter to learn stuff in time when it happens. But let's take a look at some of the quality of life changes here. And a lot of these I have advocated for and am really happy to see. So stat pop-ups, really nice because then you don't have to pause and check, immediately whether or not what your stat upgrades are. In-run indicator to show what shard you're on. We did have a moment recently where I didn't know if I accidentally was on the wrong shard, so that's interesting. Adjusted the pickup collection range. I'm going to assume that this maybe runs into some of the issues where if a pickup is sitting on the elevator, right, and you gotta be like just perfect to pick it up before you leave, that could help out with that. Added an off-screen gate indicator. Not 100% sure what this means, but I'm sure that we may see. Exit game button to the pause menu. I didn't even realize there was one. So that's new. Added the possibility to jump while ascending. I don't necessarily know what this means either, but I suppose we will see. Visual effect when your sub-weapon recharges. This is really nice because sometimes you forget to use your sub-weapon. An indicator for when you're on low FPS. They did a lot with performance again in this patch, just to make sure that, people with lower end machines can still play the game. You'll see some of those changes down below as well. So this is good. Certain relics and pickups will not spawn in the final area. That's really valuable. Because it's completely useless to get, a craftsman hammer for the free upgrade in the final area, or relics that do, at the start of the next level do this type thing. So this is actually a really nice change. We'll see if this maybe breaks when they add a new area, but we'll see. Hopefully it's not just locked down to the 3rd area right now and is instead just the final area in each update. Option to skip to the end of dialogue by double tapping. This is interesting. I try to read the lore a lot, but I don't care most of the time, so that's good. Charmed enemy bullets now glow blue. This is a good change as well, actually. I didn't even think of that as an option. Added a quick restart button in the death screen. Very useful for me, since I die a lot. Added a save and quit option at the end of areas. That's interesting. The Imprison now shows how many relics out of how many you have unlocked. I'll be interested to see this because I feel like we're approaching where we have everything. But I'll be interested to see how many we actually have. Death screen shows what shard you're on. Shard selection menu now shows how many wins in succession you have on each shard. So kind of implementing a little bit of a streaking type thing here. I like that. And again, relics that would be useless to get in the last area won't pop up in the last area. Just, this was pickups, this was relics, etc., etc. Little bit of a change here to upgrading. You'll see you'll see that the first area's upgrade, this is actually talked about down here, but the first area's upgrade costs less, I think, in order to upgrade. Let's just look at the tweaks, right? And then maybe this will make sense. But some of the upgrades have been changed, is basically the gist of this. So area 1 chests only cost half a heart. That's good to see. Reworked offering statues. This is now a drafting process. We're gonna see this, and I'm so excited for this. Reworked secret rooms. So I've heard through the grapevine, you can't open secret rooms after a room is completed anymore. You have to attempt to open them while in combat, and then they will open at the end of combat. So there's a lot more risk reward to it than before, and I think that's going to be really interesting. Rework the blacksmith costs. Okay, so they scale with relic rarity. So this is a common relic, I would assume. So thus the upgrade is cheaper. This is going to be really good for getting upgrades in very quickly. Increase the soul gain without the chain meter unlock. Keep in mind the chain meter at the top, you have to unlock first. So that's good that they now have an increased soul gain without it unlocked. Otherwise, it's a little unfair. Increased enemy room size to encourage and force more movement. This is interesting to me. That's a huge change that will kind of go underappreciated. A lot of the rooms, especially floor 2, are very, very tiny rooms. And now, to encourage a little bit more movement, maybe the enemies are going to also be shooting a little bit more. And there's going to be some interesting new plays in some of these rooms. Soul reward at the end of the round is rounded upwards. I mean, I guess maybe it was rounded down before, so that's interesting. An indicator for Anger's dig attack. Thank you, because this attack sucks. This is when he just randomly digs and then there's 5 particles that pop up. It's hard to see, especially in the later shards, because he's doing a lot of other attacks in the process. So this is huge. Overall tweaks to that fight as well. Cool. Chess lottery doesn't reward you with souls anymore. That's interesting. Removed unnecessary status effects from bosses. Interesting. I have to think about what those are. Because last I checked, none of the bosses do status effect to you. But maybe I'm wrong. Rebalance the hat rarity. Maybe the Olexa hoodie will be a common now, so everybody can have it and look like me. Tweak the appearance rate of special rooms. Very interesting. We'll see if that's a positive or negative tweak. Getting punished by the shop will now keep the price increased till the end of the run. Getting punished by the shop. Punished by the shop. Okay. NPC audio samples don't directly repeat. Additional HP that would be wasted from HP pickups or healing will now be converted to max HP. This is one that I have been advocating for a while. Basically, if you get a full heart, but your max HP, that full heart does nothing. Now it'll go towards a max HP. That's a huge change. You can offer all of your max HP at the blacksmith. Before it locked you down to having 1 heart. So now you can go full shield build if you want to. Range is affected by shot speed. That's interesting. Isaac had shot speed and range the exact opposite. Isaac used to be like this. Now they've reverted this. So range is now affected by shot speed. That's interesting. Weapons can not charge themselves by hitting enemies anymore. So how do they charge? Question mark. Is it a time-based setup? I suppose we'll see. Enemy bullets now disappear after a certain distance. So, I mean, I understand why this was put in. Some of the later shards, enemies can absolutely barrage you with shots, and some rooms are close to impossible. I'm still iffy of whether or not I like this change. I think we're going to have to play to see. Because some of those rooms where you're being barraged by shots, that's when your positioning in the room is so important. And dashing and getting better position makes that much more valuable. So I'll be interested to see how this plays in game. But it's an interesting change for sure. Maggots thrown out by mama maggots on death don't fly as high anymore. I've been hit by these 8,000 times by having this occur. Sorry, I did not scroll down. I've been hit many times by this, so I'm excited for this change because maybe I won't die to that as often. Improved pathfinding, always good for the enemies to be a little bit better in their pathfinding. So a lot of relics have been buffed. I'm looking at the length of the video right now and I'm going, do I really want to go through all these? Let's go quick. Thorny Rose, make it attack every enemy in the room. That's great. That's when you get hit, it damages the enemy. Now it attacks every enemy. Very good. Damage ammo now works on enemy impact. This is the one where it splits the ammo. It used to only do it on walls, I believe. So now having it be on enemy impact as well. Very good. Big Bullet increases damage. Open Lock increases the effect by 10%. Knight's Helmet increases the effect by 10%. Lil Chest, chance for chests to appear, now also increases with upgrades. That's interesting. Scratch Ticket, increased chance for shops to be free by a lot. I would love to know the percentage there, but a lot. Cool. Red Die now lets you re-roll shop relics up to 3 times, depending on the level, without the cost increasing. That's really good, actually. Little D6 reference right there. Poker Chip reduced the damage increase as well as increased the actual crit rate by 10%. The previous number was buggy. Oh, would you look at that? That's interesting. So a little bit of a buff and a nerf. Kinda, right? Maybe. No, wait, maybe it used to be a 20% decrease, so now it's just 10. Dude, Poker Chip is a great item all of a sudden. It was a great item before, in my opinion, but now it might actually be really good. Try Ragnarok will not trigger while enemies are invincible. Interesting. Miracle, increased chance of occurring. Slime Ball resets range on bounce. Interesting. Health Flask. Health recovery is now rounded up. Weights, the trajectory is now dependent on range, and it increases damage slightly. So he buffed weights. Weights is one of Ben's favorite items, and I am not necessarily with it, so I'm happy to see a small buff there. Solar Fragment range increased. Propulsion Exhaust decreased fire rate. Slightly decreased the decrease of fire rate. This item was still really good. I'm not sure it needed to be buffed at all here, but it becomes a lot better because the rate of fire is terrible with it. But the other stat increases are so good. Mighty Leak, crit chance increased by 5%. Anytime you increase crit by that much, that's really solid. So we'll see how it plays. Mini Missile, damage increased from 20 to 30. Heart Lunchbox, overall chance increased by 5. Ember Pearl, damage increase. Some of these items I'm not aware of, to be honest. Ritual Blade, increased chances of another random enemy dying on enemy death. Okay. Winged Strawberry, I hate this item, won't disappear anymore when dashing while there are no enemies in a room. This is a monumentally good change. This is so much better than before because it felt dumb to have to not dash for movement's sake to move fast, so that's great. Pipette increases fire rate. Cool. I don't know what the item is. Shield Fairy, rooms needed to complete it to drop a pickup reduced by 1. And Key Fairy, rooms needed drop by 1. That's good. Life Vest, increased chance of effect. Went from 25 to 30 to 35 to 40 to 50 to 60. That's a huge buff, man. I mean, that's a 25% buff from the max stage. It's kind of crazy. Courage Trophy upgrades increased from 5% to 10%. And then Battery was changed from a rare to a common. That would not be a buff. Ben, that's a nerf. Okay. Looking at this room, trying to see what's different here, and I have no idea, to be honest. Now for a couple of nerfs. There's not too many nerfs, but there are a few. Emergency Syringe now gives a little bit less damage. Emergency Syringe was friggin' busted. Dude, it was so busted. So that's a really good change. You could get 100% damage bonus from it, and it broke the game a lot. Shield Polish is now a legendary relic. Interesting. Great Sword has lowered upgrade benefits, also was a really good item. Lovely Shell, range increase lowered. Pulsing Orb, range increase lowered. And then a bunch of things changed from common to rare. Red Dye, Glow Shroom, Tormented Soul, Time Capsule, and Glass Cannon. Also, did I say battery's gone from a rare to a common? Never mind, that is a buff. I lied directly to your face. Miracle has lowered damage now. That's interesting. Miracle was pretty good as well. But it didn't need to be as strong as what it was, I don't think. Star Hairpin, bullets are now shot based on player position, not gun position. Interesting. Portal now works the same on gamepad as well as keyboard and mouse. An RC controller doesn't set the bullet angle anymore, but instead lerps it towards the angle, keeping multi-bullets from combining. I have no idea what that means. We'll try to pick up RC controller sometime soon and see what it is. Some other relic tweaks. Wind-up key now increases your orbital speed rather than decreasing it. RC controller is now upgradable. That's also interesting. Moon earrings, a bunch of new synergies added, as well as it makes range speed dependent. Interesting. And Giant's Fang can give you familiars now. Cool. Very cool. Pickup buffs. The buffed Soul Onigiri from half a soul segment to a full one. Oh, is that... So that's the... Gotcha. That's the thing that adds you a half a soul segment. So now it gives you a full one. That's a huge buff, actually. Very good. Grappling Hook is now slightly faster and doesn't grab onto platforms anymore. This is a really good change. Grappling Hook was kind of unusable, in my opinion. So it's a good fix there. Some more settings have been added. Slew of graphics options to allow for smoother frame rate. An option to let you slightly adjust the camera zoom in enemy rooms. Option to let you skip more complex inputs. Option to let you dash towards the cursor position. That's really interesting. I think that would be horrible. I do not want to turn that on. Option to turn off the foreground elements. A proper mouse lock system. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I know that I was one of the lead people in trying to make this happen. So thank you for implementing that. That is a huge benefit for everybody. And an option that lets you adjust the relic HUD. Interesting. We may see if that's maybe something we want to look into. Couple of bug fixes. Misfit Scarf Relic didn't calculate damage properly. That was mentioned above. Vinish jumping out of the ground immediately when holding the peaceful decoy relic. Interesting. Corrupted Bullet only dealing plus 0.5 damage on corrupted enemies rather than plus 50%. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a monumentally large change, to be fair. Fixed a bug where familiars would at times not be affected by relics like Giant's Fang. So good. And then a couple of text adjustments. Beautiful new image of the bees in Revita. We're going to see what the hell the bees are here momentarily. But without further ado, let's hop into the game and let's see some of these changes in action. Okay, here we are in game. Just want to look around and see if there's anything new in the area. We can now see 53 of 72. Okay, so we still have 19 more relics to unlock from this sucker. Let's also take a couple looks around this area just to see if there's perhaps anything new chilling around here. It doesn't look like it. But you never know, right? You never know. Anything on this side. Just wanna do my due diligence and peeking around. I don't think there's anything though. That's not a staircase I can go up. It sure does look like it though. Let's take a look. There's 5 new secrets. Okay. 5 new secrets. Are they at the bottom? No, so it's just random. So beat arid blah, blah, blah without getting hit. Oh, and they're just question marks. Okay. Use keys to open 50 gates. Interesting. That's a new one. And then another question mark. Oh, frick, man. Okay. So we have legitimately some new secret stuff to figure out and find. We also we know we have our hats over here. We also do not have anything going on. We have so many hats, man. So many hats. You know that I'm gonna continue to keep my robe here. I think it maybe also got changed to have a brown outline. It did not have that before, and now it is like guaranteed to be me. So thank you, Ben. You're a lovely human being, and I appreciate that a lot. Let's hop into just a shard 0 run, and we're gonna treat it as an exploration mission here, just to see if we can encounter anything new. I'm gonna check for secret rooms like everywhere. Just because we know we have to find secret rooms a little bit differently now, so I want to do my due diligence in looking, everywhere for them. Now, I think that as long as we hit the wall in the fight, then it counts, right? So we can we can still look around. Now, I don't think... We'll have to see, right? We'll have to see how it ends up working, but I would assume that we would have found it if we hit it in some of these rooms. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's a terrible hit. Now that I've been hit, I would also assume that we cannot find the secret room. I'm guessing that that's probably the same style. Now, here's what I'm most excited about. The lottery change. So look at this. Now you can see exactly what item you're getting from this. It's so good, man. And now we can't see what the 3 heart is, because we just don't have 3 hearts to give. Now I can though, because I can just heal. Oh baby! So now we can see this, and the relic rarity goes up if we donate 3 hearts. That's so interesting. So basically, it gets better the more you give. Okay, so let's just take scope to increase our range. And you can see the little stat indicator show up. I love that. I think that looks extraordinarily good. And, dude, it's such a good quality of life change, because before those altars, it never really felt worth it. Oh, and here's the off-screen indicator that we have a chest room over here. Now I understand. I understand what that was all about. And 0.5 heart chest on the first floor, also very useful. Gives us a trampoline to increase my jump height, but I get cursed. Well, let's do it, right? Let's do it. Traps only visible when close or activated. That is that's a little scary, but I mean, we are on shard 1, so shard 0, so I'm really not concerned. This run will still hopefully be pretty easy for me. Now I kind of forgot that secret rooms have been completely changed. So, there might have been one. Actually, no, there wouldn't have been, because the shop was right there. I don't know, man. We're vibing. Increase your speed and shot speed. That's a decent shot speed increase. You know what? Let's take it. Let's take it. And then we'll also take this. And then Ben told me that if you have Grappling Hook, then you can maybe get to some new places in the shop. So, I'm taking his word to heart on that one. Maybe he was trolling me, which is also highly possible. He has been known to do that from time to time. But it's worth looking. Now, we don't have Grappling Hook, so I'm not really all that surprised that we didn't see anything. But who knows? Maybe in the future. No secret rooms anywhere to be seen, though. And I'm starting to think that maybe I don't know how to find them. Maybe I do not know how to find... No, you know what? It's right here, dude. Okay, so you can see we cranked it a little bit, and we saw the indication of it. Then we can we can bust in after the fact. Interesting. Okay. We get a key out of that. We got our shield. This is a much taller room than we would have had, like, normally in the game pre this update. So kind of interesting for sure. Small chest, giving us just a shield. I'm totally pleased with, and we'll continue our mission here. How about? Oh, this actually is a challenge room. So we will not have we will not have a secret room in here. This makes me think that I probably missed my secret room earlier when I got hit in the one room and didn't check the one other one. So I mean that's entirely my bad. There's no doubt about that. Very much so my bad. Okay, you die. You also die, sir. We gotta beat 10 enemies. This is not too bad. That said, we do hate the mama. We hate the mama. Okay. Good fighting. Good upgrades. Health is looking good. Dude, I forgot. I know we've taken a little bit of damage, but I forgot how easy this game was. When you're on shard 0, right? It does change pretty monumentally in the difficulty. Just shot speed lowered on enemies, and in general everything is just a wee bit easier. So I'm feeling good. I wanted to get a win and try to explore a little bit of the update. We've already we've already seen new quality of life fixes. Now we don't know what the branching path is, and I'm interested to see what the branching path is. We haven't seen any bees yet either, and we haven't seen any frogs yet. So I'm holding Ben too that I have not seen any bees and any frogs, and I better see some freaking bees and frogs. That's all I'm saying. Without the bees and the frogs, is life really worth living? Because I need me some bees and some frogs. I enjoy both bees and frogs in my life. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Good, easy, flawless. Very happy with this. I would expect that if there was... Wow, that's a huge amount of... What the frick, dude? That was a huge... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Sorry. It shows you what your damage has turned to. I thought each of those gave me 20% for a second. And I was like, what the hell? Also, what is this TV right here? This is definitely new. So what's that all about? Why does that strike me as something that I should be a mild bit concerned about? Just double checking. All areas. You never know, man. You never freaking know. Would I like to save and quit? No, I would not, actually. Thank you for asking me, though. Good to see that there, though. I do like that change. How about anything on the left of the metro? No. Just doing our due diligence everywhere. Always good to explore. So 0.5 on these to upgrade them. I do think we'll upgrade this one. And it's interesting that it does do legitimately 0.5 of the hearts. Dude, this is so much better. Because you really can get way more upgrades now than you could before. Which is, I mean, it's positive because that mechanic of the game is really fun, right? I love upgrading the relics, so I am with it. Let's see how this floor plays out. Secret room on our right, so we'll make sure to snag that here momentarily. Beautiful, beautiful. Go on in. Little chest in here is very interesting. Let's pop it. Let's pop it. Bandana. Each kill increases your damage for that room. It's a pretty decent common item, so I'm pleased. And we'll let's take a quick look over here. Definitely not a secret room. I also don't know. I'm assuming there's still super secret rooms. I can't tell if the ones that we found are the super secrets or if the ones that we found are the regular secrets. So I suppose that's maybe something we will have to figure out as we go. Cause like we definitely cracked all the walls. Like this up here felt like it could have been a secret room. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. There are frogs in here. There are frogs. What would the frogs do? Anything? I don't know. I don't know. Dashing at the last second before getting hit increases damage for a bit. This is definitely a new item. I've never seen this before. It's an interesting one too. Little risky, I would say. Increase the amount of soul that you can do. Oh, and this is interesting. So look at the relic rarity on the bottom. It's when you fill the bar, the rarity goes up. That's very interesting. So let's take this. Increase the amount of soul we can get. Makes our soul meter high. Increases our relic rarity for the next floor's donation thing. Oh, dude, now we're in a position where we are going to want to put a lot of money, and by money I mean health, you know. We're going to want to put a lot of health into our drafting machines, and we immediately get the new item. Okay, so creates 2 damaging familiars that bounce around the room. Okay, I'm in. That's interesting. So that is the new celestial weapon, and it's obviously an interesting one. Oh, look at this, dude. Okay, yo, I'm kind of with it. That's an interesting one. Now, how fast does it reload is my new question of the hour. Because I feel like if we can get that multiple times in a boss fight, that's going to be pretty good, right? That's going to be pretty good. We'll see how it goes. I like it, though. I like it. Okay. Couple of cursed enemies in here. But our damage is very good on this run right now. So I'm feeling good. I'm getting amped up for the anger fight here momentarily. Sadly, we are lacking some keys on this run. Definitely lacking keys. There's more frogs in here, man. I don't know what to do about the frogs. I feel like I'm missing something, or maybe they're just some nice friendly frogs. I mean, that could genuinely be the case. And it's just, you know, Ben likes frogs. Is that a possibility, or do the frogs have something greater to mess with? I don't know. So let's fight anger. I'm excited for this fight since it has changed a little bit. Couple of tweaks, and then we'll see the new damage indicator that he has here momentarily. So interesting. He did a very small. Oh, dude. Okay. So his attacks, he doesn't do a full. Oh, and look at the indicator for where he pops up. That's very good. I should not have gotten hit there, but. So he doesn't. It appears he doesn't do like a very long burst into the air like that attack. He just does one quick one and then goes to other attacks, which makes this fight a lot harder actually. But that's a really good change, I think. Dude, this fight actually just got a lot harder. Oh, it's such a good change. I thought that this fight was actually the easiest in the game. So to see it get harder, I'm actually kind of down with that. That's a good change. That's a really good change. Okay, soul fragment. So this is max soul up. So that still gives you half of a fragment. Okay, maybe I don't know what the hell the one thing was that Ben was talking about, or I'm crazy. One of the two. And just continuing to double check everywhere, man. But we're not seeing any branching paths. So I'm wondering if it's something in floor 3 or after floor 3, right? Who knows? Okay, let's upgrade this. I mean, I feel like upgrading that to max is probably an intelligent decision for us. That's a pretty... Every enemy we kill giving us 10% damage is pretty monumentally great. So, I'm with it. Let's just check. You never know if there's gonna be secret rooms or something, man. So, I'm checking everywhere. Secrets to be had, I'm sure. Okay, and our secret room is right here. Now the question is, which secret room is this? And can we get some true value out of it, or is it going to be a mirror room? And is mirror room maybe the branching path? I don't know. That's an incredible room, to be honest. And then we can immediately get a second heart back. the run itself is looking very good. I've got absolutely zero complaints. Just gotta get things going. That's a terrible hit. And thus I will likely be in a position where we cannot get a secret room if there even was one in here. I'm gonna say there probably was not. Okay. Couple of wonky rooms, to be fair. For easy mode. Dude, I really like these little I think the staff is a pretty good item. The Virgo staff. I think that's really solid, actually. That's doing some good stuff for us. Okay. Just it's a standard chest, but I'm with it, right? I'm with it. We can play a little loose. I don't have a lot of fear of dying. Propulsion exhaust, obviously a very good item, and it got buffed. So I'm with it. Our fire rate obviously went down. Destroy a relic at the end of each area. I'm glad that the curses are not changed so that they affect you differently. And then we do have better relic rarity. It just gives us an orbital, though. I don't think we need it. Right? I don't think we need it. And dude, propulsion exhaust, the rate of fire decrease from this is not that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, it's obviously it's worse than before, but the damage increase from this is really solid. So I did get hit by this cursed enemy. HP is looking a little grim. It would be disappointing if I managed to lose this run, but do not put anything past me. I will lose it, and I will be proud when I lose it. Okay, you dead? Continue on, getting close. This is special room. Trying to remember what this one is. This is the guy who buys. We buy items for keys in here. Something that I have very little interest in because I have no keys. I mean, we can come in here, but I got no keys for you, my dude. Heartburn is a no. Poku chip, yeah, damage decrease. We used to be 20% on this. Now it's 10. It's a very, very large buff. Let's just double check. I still feel like we are, oh, this is a little dicey. Little dicey. We handled that pretty well. That's a room that would absolutely destroy us any other day of the week. So happy to see that. Hey, wait. Is there something up here? Is there something up here? What is it? It's just a wall. Okay. I'm out here, dude. I'm out here looking for secrets like I'm a damn detective. I just want to see secrets. I was told there are secrets and more, and new NPCs and all kinds of things. I need to see all of them. Show me the secrets. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. You immediately give me a key, and I am obviously intrigued. I'll go to the shop. I will go to the shop. That feels like a positive. Okay, hello. Little chest is not good. Let's just buy 2 shields. Little chest is fine, right? But at this stage of the game, we don't need a little chest. We have one more room to go. So I'm not gonna fret things too much. Looking for secret rooms still. And interesting enough, we did not find our mirror room. So either mirror room does not exist anymore, or it has been changed. Who knows? Who knows? Let's open this. And parasite enemies might spawn other enemies. That's pretty bad. Increased damage when at full HP. I'm not at full HP, so that's gonna be problematic. But let's fight. You know, final boss. I'm hopeful that we will get this figured out. He's doing some nice standard attacks. Yeah, that's tough. Wigglies. Wigglies are hard. Okay. That's bad. We're crapping the bed a little bit. Okay. Okay. Good fights. Good fights. Wigglies. Wigglies. Okay. Not a good position to be in. And come on, just finish him. Just finish him. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, I did not lose my first run on the new patch, especially on Shard 0. I had a little bit of fear. I had a little bit of fear. Do we have something interesting to see anywhere, or does the run just end? I am intrigued. End of the line for now. And that's it. Okay, so we have a new path somewhere, and we still don't know where. How interesting. How interesting. We can quick restart if we want to. But we've got stuff to learn still. We've got stuff to learn. Branching paths somewhere. And I haven't seen no bees either. So, tons of content in the update, and we haven't even seen any of it yet. It's all hiding. It's very, very peculiar. Okay, that's gonna do it for this episode of Revita. Obviously, we're gonna be doing more, so don't even worry. Let's get a big sign on the tree. A little big sign on the tree would look real nice. We also, can we get maybe something else going here? Ceiling greenery? Oh, we either get garland or ceiling greenery. I like the ceiling greenery. And then in the hall, we got a bunch of retro flower pots. But you know what? Let's get a little bit of roof fencing up there, just to make sure it's nice and secure. Looks very nice. Still a bunch of stuff to throw in and get unlocked. We will do it in due time, but that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Great new update. If you haven't played Revita and this is your first time seeing, go play this game. It's insanely good, man. It's insanely good. We'll get back to grinding our shards here in the next episode. I'm actually probably going to be live streaming Revita for a little bit, so we may be playing on Shard 9 for the stream. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.